Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about the money mistakes that I made in my 20s. That when I think about them now, I'm just like, oh my God, what was wrong with you? I start glitching and I start twitching because I'm just like, why though? Anyway, let's just dive right into it, okay? So the first mistake that I made is that I did not learn about money early, okay? I did not learn about money early. It wasn't something I even thought about when I was quite young, when I was, way younger. I wish in my early teens, in my late teens, in my, early 20s, I wish I had taken time to learn about money. I wish I was taught maybe in school or even my parents, I wish that someone had sat me down earlier in life to teach me about money. I wish I had read books about money, because these are the things that will shape the way you interact with money later in life. And learning about money, financial intelligence is actually very, very, very important, if not more important than any other subject that we learned in school or any other course we read in university. Money is very, very important in this life, okay? So yeah, it's one mistake that I made, and it's something that I've tried to correct now that I'm in my 30s. But yeah, I'm definitely going to teach my kids about money, okay? In fact, once they start understanding money better, because right now I teach them about money, but just for their level. They know about having a piggy bank, they don't really know how to make money or how to spend or how to budget or how to save and stuff like that, okay? Once my kids are old enough to understand these things, I'm going to give them books to read and we'll discuss those books, okay? So yeah, I wish I had learned, how to manage money earlier in life, so that I would have hit the ground running. The moment I started making money, I should have hit the ground running. I should have known what to do from the beginning. But yeah, it's not too late to learn about money, okay? Even if you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, you can start now to learn about money, and before you reach the next, age milestone, maybe 50 or 60, you would have gotten far with it, okay? But the thing is that some of you have coconut head, okay? Even as I've said it right now, you will still not go and learn about money. Don't do like that though. Better go and learn from my mistakes, okay? Yeah. So another mistake that I made is not realizing that easy money is not good money, okay? Easy money is rarely good money. Yes, there's some easy money that is good money, but easy money, there's a trap, okay? There's something that's going to give, okay? Yes, it comes in form of Ponzi. It comes in form of, even disguised Ponzi, some things that you don't know. Like me, I didn't engage in any Ponzi scheme knowing that it was a Ponzi scheme, okay? Many of them, I thought they were legit, ways of making money, and I carried my money, I went to go and put in them, and that was how the money just went, okay? One thing I have realized about Ponzi's and all these schemes that just make you invest money and they'll tell you, bring somebody, put this amount and collect this amount. All those kind of schemes and investments, there's always a catch, and they are always going to crash, okay? Even if you're someone who, invested in it early, you're someone who entered early and you're making your money, one thing I've realized about them is that they make you scatter your money, okay? They make you break your money because you are confident in the fact that, this money is coming, I'm going to get more. You tend to spend the money that you get recklessly. That's the interest that you get. You tend to spend it recklessly, thinking that, okay, I'll still have time to recover my money back. And you never do, okay? You never do. So even if you eventually get your money back in bits, you find that you can't find that money together because you have spent it recklessly because you thought it was going to be more, okay? Or you thought that more was going to come. So anything that sounds like Ponzi, anything they are not sure of, you don't know the exact way they are making their money, don't invest your money in it, okay? I heard about this MBA Forex and stuff like that have crashed now. And I'm just like, Nigerians will never learn, okay? Because to be honest, many people try to convince me to join that MBA Forex. And I was like, see, leave them. Even if they're giving 100%, returns, I'm not going to do it because I know that there's a catch, and I know that this thing is Ponzi that they've disguised in different ways, okay? So anyway that you see easy money, they'll say put in 5,000 naira, get 10,000 naira, in 1 week, or they'll tell you bring 3 people, bring 4 people. Now don't mistake this with network marketing, okay? Because I actually did network marketing, and yes, network marketing is not Ponzi. They have actual products, they sell these actual products. But one thing I have realized in Nigeria is that network marketing is usually run like a Ponzi scheme. They run like Ponzi scheme, okay? Now, what do I mean by that? A lot of network marketing, people tend to lie a lot. They will lie. They will tell you. In fact, that was why I even stopped the one I was doing, okay? I'm not saying everybody doing it is lying, but I'm saying that they tell you a lot of lies that when you really dig deeper, you now see that this is actually a lie, okay? Even some of the products they sell, many of them will hype this product and tell you it will cure this, it will cure that, it will cure one product, sister or guinea. So yeah, if you have excess money and looking for where to keep your money, go and do legit businesses, or you go and keep your money in the bank. Okay, it's better for you to do that than to go and waste your money saying you're bringing 3 people. Don't bring anybody. Go and keep your money. Another mistake that I made was investing too much too soon in businesses. Okay, yes, you guys, I've told you guys before on my channel that I've tried so many things in this life. I've done so many different businesses, and a lot of them did not work out for me because I realized that they were not for me. Not because I couldn't have done those businesses and done them well, but I wasn't happy doing them. I just realized that they're not for me. In fact, business is not for me in general. Okay, but yeah, there are some businesses that I started and I invested so much money into them, and now that I think about it, that was a very, very big mistake. Okay, let me give you an example. I actually was sewing, making baby dresses at some point in my life, and while I was doing that, I went all out. I bought, okay, no, I already had a sewing machine my mom gave me on my wedding day, but I bought a lot of tools, a lot of material, a lot of things that will help my sewing business. And yeah, let's say I made money from the business, but I didn't make enough to cover the cost of all the things that I bought, for that business. In fact, some of those things, I still have them in my house till now, and anytime I see them, I'm just like, but why though? But why? But why? Why did I buy this thing now? What was the point? Yeah, even when I was baking, yeah, at some point I was making cakes and I was actually good at it, but I invested too much. I went ahead, I bought pans, bought tools, bought this, bought that. At the end of the day, I discovered that it's not something I really liked. I can bake cakes for the fun of it, but if you tell me, take this money, go and bake cake, don't stress me. Don't stress me. So that was it for me. That was how my own personality and my own life was working at that point. So I couldn't just continue with the business, and all those tools that I bought were wasted. So for me, what I would advise people right now is try and do the business for a number of a couple of months, a number of years before you invest heavily in them. Okay, in fact, if you do the business for a while, you will understand how best to invest more in that business. Okay, now the next one that this one used to pain me anytime I think about it. I did not invest long-term early. I did not invest long-term early, okay? I didn't engage in long-term investments early, and it is paining me up till now because, let me give you an example. A lot of people look down on long-term investments because the interest most times don't sound so, juicy. Sometimes they'll tell you, okay, if you keep money in the bank for 1 year, you'll get 8% of that money, 10% per annum, 12%. It doesn't really make sense. Why can't I just take that money and go and do a business and make, 50% back immediately, 20% back immediately? Why should I go and keep my money long-term in the bank and then get only 8%, okay? Yeah, that is true, but long-term investments are sure money, okay? Those are low-risk investments that you need, okay? Every human being on this earth needs low-risk investments, medium-risk investments, and high-risk investments, okay? You should not keep all your money in one. Don't keep all your money in high, don't keep all your money in medium, don't keep all your money in low. Try and share your money amongst these ones, okay? So yeah, you can put low money in low risk investments, medium money in medium risk investments, and high money in high risk investments. Or you switch it, high money in low risk investments, medium money in medium, and then low money in high risk investments, okay? I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, everybody needs those kind of investments. So let me give you an example. If, for instance, when I started making money, okay, I had been saving 20K per month. I mean, I could have conveniently saved 20K per month, okay? I mean, all these years, I could have conveniently saved 20K per month if I had been doing that since I started working. I started working in 2013, okay? That was my first, real job. But before then, I was doing businesses and I was also, serving, doing my... If I let me just use 2012 because I was serving in 2012 and that was my first year of marriage because I got married in December 2011. So 2012 was my first year of marriage, okay? So I could have saved my alawi. My alawi then was... Alawi is the money they give us as youth corpers in Nigeria, okay? I could have saved... my 19.8, let's just round it up to 20K. I could have conveniently saved that 19.8 or 20K very well because I was already married and my husband was footing on my bills, okay? But I did not save that money, okay? So imagine if I had been saving 20K. This is how many years later? This is 10 years later, okay? Let's calculate how much 20K 10 years later would have been. And I'm going to use compounding interest. That is assuming that at the beginning of each year, I put all the money back with the interest, okay? Let's just calculate how much I would have had by now. at, let's just say, let me just use the lowest interest that I could think of then. That was 8%, even though then interests were higher, especially with treasury bills, they were higher. Okay, but let me just say 8%. Yeah, 8%. Compounding interval is yearly, that I reinvest back the money yearly, and you know, I deposit 20k every month. I just found a calculator online now. That's what I'm using. It's called the calculator site, financial whatever. Anyway, if I had saved 20k monthly for the past 10 years, by now I would have had 2.4 million. That's, I would have saved 2.4 million. I would have made 1.2 million. Okay, that's 1.225663 million on top. So all I would have had now, if I had been saving 20,000 every month, I would have had 3.6645 million naira right now. Okay, that is by saving just 20k that I'm not even thinking about. 20k that I mindlessly spend, 20k that doesn't, you know, that will not really kill me if I save it every month. If I have been doing that for the past 10 years, right now I would have had 3.6 million, almost 4 million naira. Okay, yeah, don't look down on long-term low-risk investments, because these are monies that you won't even break a sweat saving, but at the end they actually add up to a substantial amount. Okay, so yeah, that's what I wish I had done then. You know, even for secondary school, so you investing. So another money mistake that I made was that I did not invest in quality things early. Okay, so things like kitchen gadgets, things like baby things, I should have, you know, bought the highest quality I could afford at that time. Okay, but then I didn't really think about it. I didn't really spend much money, you know, investing in quality stuff, and right now I am buying those things and I'm still spending that money now. Okay, when I could have spent them then and used them till now. Does that make sense? For instance, I advise new moms that when you're having, you know, your first child, try and buy all the best things you can buy for your baby. I didn't really make that mistake with my first child, because for Cora, I bought quality things. In fact, I was buying things online then. I had money. We had just one child and it was shocking us, okay? But there are some items that I did not buy them because I felt that I may not really use them. But when it got to my second and now my third kid, I'm now wishing I had bought it then, so that I would have used it for the first, second, and third child, okay? So things like all those expensive rockers, you know, those rockers that when you on it, they'll not be doing the child like this, you know, all those expensive rockers, all those, some of these baby gadgets, okay, the expensive ones, I should have bought them then the dollar was even cheaper, okay, I should have bought them then and use them for my first, second, and third child. But no, I was like, no, I don't want to spend that kind of money, you know, I might not use it, and later I wish I had bought them. So the last money mistake that I made was that I did not join YouTube early. Okay, yes, it's a money mistake. It's a money mistake because I could have been making so much money earlier, or by now I'd have been making so much money. Anyway, even when I say these things, part of the reason why I don't regret it so much is that there are people who started YouTube way before me, and right now they are not even doing the YouTube anymore. So I don't want to really consider that as a huge mistake, because yeah, I could have started it then and by now I wouldn't have been doing it, or maybe it would have worked for me. I don't know, because I did not start it. So that's why I still added it here as a money mistake, because then my brother was telling me about it, I knew about it, but I did not really think it was something I was, you know, I would have been able to do, because I didn't like talking in public, I didn't like public speaking, I didn't like talking to the camera, I didn't like showing myself, you know. I was better at writing, so I was blogging then instead of doing YouTube. Huge mistake. But yeah, all in all, I'm grateful that, you know, I'm in my early 30s now and I have learned so much, you know, in the past decade. I've tried so hard to correct some of those mistakes, and right now things are working really well for me, and thank God I even made those mistakes then, because it is even worse making them in your 30s and in your 40s. It's even worse. And also it's a good thing I made those mistakes then, so I can teach my kids better, I can teach people better, I can come and tell you guys here on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, let me know the money mistakes you made in your 20s, that's if you're in your 30s now or 40s now, or if you're in your 20s now, which money mistakes did I mention that you feel that I'm making this mistake right now? Anyway, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Let's know your money mistakes and let us know how you corrected them, and let's know, you know, things that you are doing now that are really helping your finances. I would really love to know, and I'm sure that other watchers and other readers would really like to know as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.